guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Titas of Pageantry, and for this episode, let's talk about the top 15 best video introduction from the ladies of Miss Universe Philippines 2021. So please make sure you stick around, please subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant fix. Hey guys, I know that you're noticing something different with my set. I figured out I'd answer some of your burning questions as to why I've been sitting on the floor this whole time. Well, the reason for this is because I just did not realize that I could change the angle and the setup. And ever since we brought this console to this side of the room, I just didn't realize that I could actually move my ring light and move my phone altogether. So please let me know if you feel like this is, something that suits you, or if you wish for me to go back to the floor. Alright, so I've been wanting to do this video for you. I initially thought about choosing my best videos, but I thought that the voting would close in a few days anyway. Might as well just wait for the top 15. So just to clarify this, because I saw a number of comments from my previous videos saying, Tita, you chose TikTokers, you chose content creators. Guys, this isn't my choice. I am presenting you the top 15 best video introduction based from what the organization posted. Claro yan na, not my choice. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and figure out who they are. So they chose 15 ladies as the top or the best video introductions. Now, just like the headshots, this is actually a mix of the ladies who are more well-known and the ladies that we need to get to know more of. Now, I was a little surprised, but yeah, you'll have to wait for my opinion right after this list. So, number 15 goes to Princess Krista Singh. I know very little about her. The only thing that I know about her is that she is also a model for Illumina, my partner, Tita B's beauty clinic. So she is representing Pasig. Next is Mirjan Hipolito from Angeles City. Now, I remember Mirjan because a lot of people have been sending us DMs to take a look at her, and I remember her video. She was actually part of my personal favorites, and I remember her voice sounding like it could work well in maybe a radio program. She does have that command when she speaks, and she actually reminds me a lot of Meiji Cruz, if that makes sense. Number 13th spot goes to Isabel de los Santos of Makati City. Again, I know very little about Isabel, but I remember her video. She was the one who does improv. Number 12 is Gian Chrissy Asuncion, representing Cagayan Province. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Gian was also part of the top 15 from the headshots. Number 11 is from Negros Occidental, my hometown. She is Angela Nikki De Grano. Now, I remember her video because I think in my last video for the headshots, I mentioned that she is sort of like an influencer type. She has like more than 50,000 followers on Instagram, and she documented her life in Singapore and she documented her work, and you could really see that she is comfortable creating content. Her video had a certain feel, like a certain content creator feel, like everything is put in place. There's filter and lighting, so yeah, kudos to Nikki. Number 10 goes to Cherie Angel Ann Flajoles of Capiz. Now, Cherie was also one of the ladies that I've been noticing. A lot of you have been noticing her, and I'm really glad that what she looked like in photos is pretty much the same with the moving video. You could really see her beautiful bone structure. Number 9 goes to Noeline Rose Campos. She is representing Antique. And then number 8 goes to Camille Quinola, representing Ilocos Sur. Number 7 goes to Maria Corazon Abalos, or Corinne Abalos, representing Mandaluyong. I really liked her video, guys, because her video was only about a minute short, but it gave us something intriguing, and it was short enough for us to really want to know more about her stint in Spain, more about what she was doing there, and more about why she was teaching the kids there. So yeah, I think it was a good video because it really left us wanting to know more about Corinne Abalos. Number 6, this one goes to Leren May Bautista of Laguna. Now, I also really liked her video because it just seemed so professionally put together. Now, if you see Leren, she is a pro, and I like how they presented the video because to me, it seemed like a plug for a show of a lifestyle channel, if that makes sense. And I really also like the mention that, she went around the world to showcase our textiles, and this is what she does as a model, and I feel like that was such a good experience to share so that you could look into modeling a lot deeper than having just photos taken and having those glamorous photos published on social media. Next, of course, is number 5, Katrina De Marana. Now, if I had it my way, I would have place Katrina De Maranan's video a lot higher because for me, Katrina De Maranan is a pro. The video that she presented is as polished as she was, and again, it really showcased Katrina as the full package. She was in command, she sounded confident, she sounded in command. However, I do feel like maybe it was just too perfect, that I really wanted to see a little bit of maybe imperfection, a little bit of something that was just not too fixed or manufactured or polished or too done, because I feel like everything just looked like it was produced flawlessly and that they had a budget for it. Number 4 goes to Cebu's Pride, Steffi Rose Aberatsuri. Now, I've been wanting to pronounce this right. I think we all got, several versions of how to pronounce her last name, but this time around, we got a glimpse of who Steffi was, what she's been up to, why she is so hyped in this competition. Like I said, we have waited for Steffi for so long. For some of us, we've waited since 2014. This is Steffi's first time to step into the nationals. She is in good position. She did really well during the headshots, and I feel like this video really introduces Steffi to us. She is bright, she is bubbly, she is relatable. I mean, you could see that she does have a lot of animals to take care of. I mean, that goes to show that this is someone who has the funding, who has the means to take care of all these animals. But to contrast this to her passion in selling, it's really a refreshing way to see a candidate balance, things that she's born with and things that she's passionate in doing. So for me, this shows drive, this shows someone who is really well-rounded in the competition. Now, if it were just up to me, I would really rank Steffi's video as number 1 because I feel like this is a best introduction for people who have been questioning why are we talking about Steffi all this time. Number 3 on this list goes to Maureen Roblitz, who is representing Pangasinan. I really, really like this video of Maureen. If I had it my way, this is probably going to be my number 2 video, because I feel like this is a little comical on her end. She is half German, of course, so there is a stigma of just being, so stiff and uptight, but I like how deadpan her delivery was. It to me seemed like watching a film by Wes Anderson. It seems so funny yet calculated and dry, but for me it really works because it shows Maureen's quirky side without being very obvious about it. So I like the spin on how she presented herself, as a gelato waitress in Germany as her part-time job or her job there. So again, this is a relatable Maureen. This is someone who is really fighting without being very obvious about it. This is someone who understands her audience, and this is someone who understands that her audience may be looking for that little bit of quirk, and I think that she really delivered. Number 2, well, because this has something to do with voting, this is of course a popularity contest. So I was not surprised to see Rusain Bernos or Ayin Bernos of San Juan City get the number 2 spot for the best in video introduction. First of all, she really did bank on her qualities. Good communication skills, grammar, diction, pronunciation, everything. Although she did mention her job or her work as a TikToker, as a content creator, I feel like this isn't something to just amuse us, because what she's been doing on social media is to teach English. So for me, her being a celebrity does have a purpose because it's also teaching, these free courses with the platforms that are available out there. But again, what I liked about this video is that she was able to pack in so many things in just 1 minute. She was able to introduce herself with, how she uses her communication skills with the line of job that she does. She also mentioned being co-owner of a clothing label and other interests like wall climbing or being adventurous. So this one for me seems like a person who does not waste time. She was only given a minute and she made sure that she says everything that is super important about her persona going into the competition. And of course, number one is the much debated video of Kisses Delavine. There is no surprise that Kisses would definitely take this top spot. On YouTube alone, she has more than 300 views as opposed to the others who are probably playing around 8,000 to like 4,000 views. So the difference is really stark, and you understand that whatever is propelling Kisses in this competition is really her clout, is really her fan base. We just have to accept this. Was this the best video for me? No, it wasn't. But let me tell you why this video works. Number one, I feel like this is a better effort in terms of producing content as opposed to her throwback photo from 2019, which she submitted as her headshot. Number two, I feel like this really shows Kisses in the best light. She is fun, she is fresh, she is youthful, and I like the contrast of just, someone who is carefree against a background of nature. And what I really liked about Kisses' video is that the verbiage that they use. She was presented as an actress or a celebrity without really saying it. Because I remember the script, it had something to do like, my work allows me to sing and dance and act, but she didn't exactly say, I'm a celebrity, I am an endorser. So for me, this seems like we have someone who is sensitive when it comes to wording. We have someone who kind of wants to underplay her role in society or her role in entertainment, but this is someone who may just really want to fight fair and square. So yeah, I do feel bad about the others who didn't quite make it. I feel like there were others who just seem to have really strong video contents, even if it's just really just a short introduction. I really would have wanted to add the likes of Afia Yeboah, who mentioned about being an engineer, a geodetic engineer, whatever that means. It just sounds so heavy or just so scientific. I really would have also wanted to add Simone Nadine Bornelia because, she does have a compelling story being raised by two gay dads. I would have wanted to also add Jasmine O'Malley because I just want to commend how her photos is just so similar or, pretty much the same as her moving videos. I also would have wanted to add Jedidah and Pamela Framel because I feel like they bring joy to the videos that they presented. And I feel a little bad, of course, for Victoria Vincent because I feel like she's one of the strongest girls in the competition, but for two challenges, she wasn't able to penetrate the roster of winners because maybe she doesn't have like a bigger reach, or maybe she does have a smaller fan base, but I hope that she will be able to showcase her other strengths in the other challenges. Also, I would have wanted to add Jane Henobisa because I feel like she's more confident this year, and I really want to learn more about living life in a circus because this is something very different. It's something very unique, something very interesting, at least for me. And another personal favorite of mine who I wish would have made it is, of course, Cristel Abello of Aklan. I thought, just like Jane, she is more confident this year, and we get to see a lot more of her personality. So what do I feel about the results? Well, first of all, we cannot do anything about the huge fan base of some of the representatives of this competition because, guys, anything goes this time around. They remove the height limit. They're more open. These are the changes that we have to embrace. We have been asking for inclusivity and now it's more inclusive. Is it hurting us as pageant fans? Maybe, because we do have a lot of acceptance to process. If you notice, I'm not as angry or I'm not as negative with all these voting because I am trying to see this in, two separate ways. One is that if you are that personality with that huge fan base, you get to benefit from it, yes. But at the same time, the likes of Kisses, the likes of Maureen, the likes of Ayin Bernos, these are the ones who really have to put in more effort, because if the challenges no longer requires voting, they really have to show everyone that they are at par with the other beauty queen aspirants. At the same time, if you're the likes of Steffi or maybe Victoria or maybe Corinne Abalos, who's, being talked about as part of the favorites but not really getting into top, I feel like this is also a challenge for them because they cannot just bank on their beauty queen characteristics. They have to work harder for this. So the way I see it is that I understand it does get a little frustrating when you're trying to, go against the big names in pageantry, the big names in entertainment. But I feel like this levels the playing field because one side has to really do their best in producing the best content, while the other ones have to do their best in terms of proving that they are more than their fan base. So for me as a pageant analyst, for me as a pageant fan, this is something that I would like to just sit back, relax, and watch unfold before my eyes with this huge Coke and huge popcorn, because I really want to see how this goes. Now, a lot of you will also say, Tita, they're just trying to make money out of this. Well, I'd hate to break this to you guys, but every one of us, we're trying to make money out of this. I am doing contents for you because I know that this is going to have, something in return for me. And I feel like Miss Universe organization has the same thinking. First of all, guys, they had to adjust when it comes to thinking of ways to profit, because they no longer get to rely on ticket sales. They have to be more creative on this. So if you have like 100 girls and if you upload their videos on social media platforms such as YouTube, that relates or that equates to financial profits. So even if you have girls who just have only a couple of thousand views, that still translates to funds. And if you have someone who could get like hundreds of thousands of views, I mean, that's breaking even. This is a great way for the organization to break even. Now, if you're going to be judgy about this, I definitely understand you. But yes, this is, these times are harder. We have to be more creative. And if Miss Universe Philippines is inviting all of these big names and it's not illegal anyway, then yeah, we have nothing to say about it, really, because the things that we are experiencing right now in pageantry, everything is different. A year right after these were first introduced to us, I think we are learning how to adapt. I think we are learning how to tweak some of the things that needed to be changed or fixed from the last time. So right now, I guess we just have to be very accepting of the fact that if there will be challenges in between, this is now going to be a popularity contest. You can expect the same roster of girls make it to at least the first top 5 spots. But come finals, we can also expect these girls to be worthy of the hype, and we have to see them play the part, look the part, as well as perform the part. So guys, do not worry if some of your girls don't make it to the top 15 of all of the challenges. There are more challenges to come. I know that there is still one coming up for the runway and a few more for the beauty challenges such as evening gown as well as swimsuit. So let's see. Let's continue voting for our girls and let's not keep on, feeling down to the point of being angry on social media just because other girls get more votes. I mean, it's also a little hard for them if you come to think about it. So yes, if you have other favorites from the video introduction challenge, please go ahead and comment below, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye, guys.